Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. On this video, I want to show you a couple of things. For those of you that have receiver, whether it's a Dolby Atmos Onkyo or Dolby Atmos Yamaha or Dolby Atmos Denon, they all have a certain specific input that pass through the 4K, okay, resolution and Dolby Atmos, and that input on the receiver, which I will show you in a minute, it's titled under HDCP 2.2. There's a couple of things you're going to need, obviously. 2.2 HDMI, and then making sure that your HDMI out from your Xbox One S with 2.2 cable that's already included in the Xbox One S is connected to the HDCP 2.2. Now some receivers like Pioneer has total of 8 HDCP 2.2s, and they're fully loaded, but those are high-end receivers. They cost more money, so it doesn't matter where you plug it in. But on mid-range receivers like the one I have, there's only 3 available. So out of 7 that you have, those 3 you're gonna have to make sure that you're gonna be using that Dolby Atmos pass-through and that 4K pass-through. For instances, like right here on the Vudu, I'm gonna click on the Vudu. Let me go back. I'm gonna click on the Vudu right now. I'm gonna go on it, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of movies. Alright, so what we're going to see right here already, you have the options to watch UHD movies. Now keep in mind, you're only going to get 4K through this app. You will not get Dolby Vision. The only way you can get Dolby Vision is through app that's built inside the TV. Why that is, you're going to have to ask Walmart Vudu why they're doing it like that. Maybe they're doing it like that because they want... Maybe they want you to buy a TV that way. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. All I know is you will not get HDR through any other device app from Vudu. The only way you get that is the one that's built into a TV. So that's just a fact. Alright, so let's go to my Vudu right here, my movies, and well, here's one example, Despicable Me. I'll click on it. I'm going to pause the video just to show you that the UHD does work. Now, this movie doesn't support Dolby Atmos, but it does support Dolby Vision, and it is a 4K. But on this instance, I will just show you that you can run a 4K movie via Vudu app, but it has to be connected to HDCP 2.2. Where's my remote? I'm going to go ahead and show you that in a minute. Alright, as you can see right here, it's a UHD. Now I'm using my wireless internet, so like the connection is not the best. But clearly you can see there, it supports 4K. And then, if I use my receiver remote, hold on, you will see right there that it's supporting 2160, 3840 by 2160. It's a 4K content. There it is. So you are watching a 4K. Now, this particular movie doesn't support UHD. Now, if I go back to, let's say, Oblivion, right here, Oblivion will support Dolby Atmos and the HD. And you see right here that it has Dolby Atmos and has UHD. It supports 4K and the Atmos. So here, let me use my remote receiver and let me show you to you. There it is. And I'll just play this for a little bit, just for a little bit, so you can see that it supports the Atmos. There's the Atmos, Dolby Atmos 5.12. I only have 5.1.2 channels right there, but it is Atmos, and you can see it right here that it is supporting it. and it's outputting it right here on the this movie. So it has the Atmos and the 4K. So you're able to watch this on 4K resolution without HDR, and you are getting the Atmos. So the sacrifice is this, basically. What you are sacrificing is you're sacrificing Dolby Vision and HDR, but you are getting the Atmos and you are getting a 4K resolution, which still it's not bad. I mean, you're still getting a good quality. So honestly, for me, on the OLED TV, it doesn't even hurts me that I don't have HDR now watching this here, because the OLED in itself, it's such great TV that not even having an HDR doesn't even bother me that much, because it's that good. And if you don't have OLED TV, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. You gotta have this TV to understand what I'm talking about. So let me show you where you gotta connect your Xbox. Here, let me show you really quick. All right, you see where it says right here, HDCP 2.2, 1, 2, 3. Meaning you gotta connect it in this box, this highlighted box. You see the line where it says HDCP 2.2? That's where you gotta connect your Xbox. Your Xbox, if you connect your Xbox One S over here, it's not gonna work. You will not get the 4K, you will not get the Atmos. You have to connect it here on the HDCP 2.2. Unfortunately, this receiver only has 3. So you gotta decide. I currently have my Xbox, my PlayStation, and my Blu-ray drive connected to 3 HDCP 2.2 inputs. And that's where you gotta connect it, guys. Now, if your receiver has all of the HDCP 2.2 inputs, then it doesn't matter. But this is the only way it's gonna work. And I'm gonna give you one example here as well. This is the Atmos experience on the Vudu app. Let's say I click on this Leaf demo, and you will see it clearly here, and you're gonna hear it as well. Hold on. Well, that's interesting. For some reason, the demo's not supporting it. I don't know, but the movies that you're outputting, they do support it. But I don't know why the demo's not supporting it. That's strange. I think one of the problems that I have noticed is the if you're using a Wi-Fi, and your Wi-Fi is not that good, your router is not that good, or you're not really getting a good internet speed, depending on where you live, you will not get that good connection in order for this software to identify bitrate of Dolby Atmos. So the best thing to do, honestly, would be just connect your Ethernet cable. Use your Ethernet cable, plug it into your Xbox One S, because you have to remember these Atmos decoders and these mixers, the Dolby Atmos mixer soundtracks, they take a lot of bandwidth, man, on top of the 4K. So you really gonna have to have that super high-end speed internet. So the best thing to do is use a wired Ethernet connection. Don't use the Wi-Fi. Use a wired Ethernet connection. Plug in the Ethernet connection to your Dolby Atmos. But here, let's play a little bit more of the Oblivion right here, and I'm gonna point it down to my receiver, and then we're gonna listen to it. All right, so here we are. I'm gonna listen to the There it is. Dolby Atmos. Are you okay? No. Alright, so hopefully this video helps you out, clarifies some confusion that you might be having with the Dolby Atmos running on the Xbox One S. Remember, it has to be a HDCP 2.2, and you have to connect your receiver to your TV. Make sure you go from your ARC out to the TV. From your TV ARC out to your ARC in on your receiver. So you have to connect your receiver ARC to your TV. From there, your TV will control everything. Everything you play will be passed through the ARC. And if you don't know what the ARC is, I'm not gonna spend 10 more minutes trying to explain what that is. Google that shit to understand what the ARC is. If you're in the home theater, you know what the ARC is. HDMI ARC. So everything goes through the ARC, and then all of your devices are connected to receiver, and the ARC controls everything. However, only HDCP 2.2 will be able to pass through 4K and Dolby Atmos. If you connect to any other HDMI that's not HDCP 2.2, you will not get the Atmos and you will not get the 4K. So I think it's really important that people understand that. And then one more thing you gotta do, go to settings right here. Go to all the settings and go to display and the sound. Actually, audio output. Couple of things you gotta do. When you go to a speaker audio, you gotta make sure that you click bitstream out. The only way your receiver will be able to take the advantage of decoding that Dolby Atmos from your Xbox One S is you have to select bitstream out. Once you select bitstream out, HDMI audio, which your ARC will detect through the HDCP 2.2, then here you select Dolby Atmos for home theater. Now on this side, I selected Dolby Atmos for headphones because that's what I'm currently using. You don't want to click this using HDMI for optical audio because you're not using that. So you don't want to get any kind of conflict. You keep this unchecked. Do not mark this. Make sure you only mark the Dolby Atmos for headphones, because this way I can use the headphones and I can use Dolby Atmos theater. So when I'm, during the day, I can crank this up. Now during the night, I can use the headphones and enjoy it. So there you go. Hopefully this helps. Remember, you can watch, as I had just shown you, you can watch 4K, but you will not see HDR. The app, Vudu app, doesn't support HDR on external devices. It only supports Dolby Vision on certain TVs. That may be that's some kind of a deal they made with LG, or I don't know. This doesn't mean that you cannot use the Dolby Vision or HDR through Amazon or Netflix. You can use that on your app from Xbox One S. It'll support it as long as your TV supports that. But Vudu app will not allow you through an external device, only through a built-in app on your TV. That's just the way it is. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen. Don't count on it, guys. I don't think we'll see that in any near future. I personally think this is just some kind of a deal that was made with Walmart and LG, that they only do it through built-in TV, meaning this. You gotta use a built-in Vudu. That's the only way it is gonna work. Okay? So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this clarifies a couple of things, you know. There you go, guys. Have a good one.